Hello everyone, long time no see, Dragoon here bringing you a new Union Arena deck profile video. Today we'll be looking at my red Demon Slayer deck. I am playing the Tengen Y version of the deck, sorry for the glare, in a different setting today. So I'm going to make this a quick video because I'm actually I'm going to try to upload a few videos in the next few days, but I am recording at least 3 today, so I'm going to just get to it. So Red Demon Slayer seems to be a little underwhelming at times, considering that most of the cards in the deck don't have triggers, or if they do have triggers, they're not good. They have like 2 draw triggers in the entire deck. The decks themselves do not draw a lot, so you have to compensate that with early game aggression. You have to be very intimidating off rip. And I feel like this version of the deck is my favorite so far, although after I put this video up, I will be going back to the Tanjiro, Inosuke, and Zenitsu build. So to get it started, we're playing 12 zeros. We're playing 4 Sumikos. This is one of your disguise targets. You need disguise and Tengen's wives for this deck to function, and him having nullify impact is nice and everything. He's also an extra attacker for a Tengen that I'll show later. 4 Sumas, one of Tengen's wives, just an active trigger with 2k power, so she's good for early game pressure and blocking. And then 4 of the Man of the Hour, Tengen, so typical get card, raid target. Nothing else to explain there. For 1-drops, I play 2 Zenkos and 4 Makios. So the Zenkos I like because they're 2500, so again, early game block, and also they get over a lot of cards early. So being able to swing this early and it being a disguise target, searchable for the other Tengen is really good. But not having a trigger hurts this deck in the long run, so you compensate the lack of triggers with like early on power. And then the 4 Makios, she's a 3k when Tengen's on the field, and because she's a 3k when Tengen's on the field, if you have Bento, which I play 3 of, she's a 4k, so she can match up with raids, well, most raids, which is really good. Going into the 2-drops, I'm playing 2 Nezukos and 2 Hinasurus. Like, I know you might want to play more of this because she's a 3k, with Bento she's a 4k, but I feel like the Nezuko is a necessary evil in this deck, because while she doesn't do anything actively or effect-wise, her being a 2 energy gen for 2 energy is good for an early game aggression. You want to hit 3 energy as soon as possible, so if you can like 0, 1, 2, like the Nezuko, and have 4 energy for your big plays from turn 3 forward, you're great, you're golden. Sorry for the noise in the background, really active in my neighborhood today. I don't know what's going on. I've tried to time this with a not so chaotic format, but that clearly has not worked. Going on to the 3-drops, we're playing 4 Inokos and 4 Tengens. This is your color card for the deck. It also searches for your wives or the disguise units, being Inoko, Zenko, and Sumiko, and you don't have to discard nothing. So it's one of the few cards in the game where you just add a card and that's it, and he has a wide range of stuff that you can go for. A little underwhelming with only 2000 power, but your color trigger is important. He's a raid target. Like, overall, he's a solid card despite the low attack power. And then Inoko has no innate effect. It does have step, and it's an active trigger with 2 energy gens, so you can be aggressive with it, you can be defensive with it, and then put it in the back line when you're ready to make bigger plays. Rounding off our 4 costs, we have 2 copies of the 4-2 Tengen and 4 Tengen raids. Now, these 2 cards right here can lead to some lethal combos. One of the things I like doing the most is raiding Tengen in the back line while having Tengen in the front. Swing with wife, swing with Tengen, move this Tengen up, and now you've got 4 attacks off of 3 units, leaving the rest of your units like good. You can OTK people quite often with stuff like that, or at least position them to be killed in the next turn, or kill them with this turn if you played your cards right earlier. Overall, these 2 cards in sync are one of the strongest combos in this deck, and it's very easy to overwhelm your opponent fast. And then the last 2 characters I play are 2 copies of Kyojuro. Him having nullify impact and making the rest of your team immune to snipe is amazing, and when he dies, you pump one of your units in the front line with 1000, so they become bulkier, or they can block off raids without dying. Going into the event and site cards, I'm playing a single copy of Tasty. This deck has no draw power, and sometimes you have a floating energy. So if there's turns where I don't action point draw, and then later I'm like, I could have done that, I just use this. Although this deck desperately needs draw triggers. 2 Bentos, this giving the extra 1k is really nice. I do wish that it maybe give you a second energy, something. It just It's a little on the underwhelming side, but it's a necessary card in this deck to constantly hit that 4K number. 4 finals and 4 specials, like these are, you know, standard in most, if not all decks. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You want to be really aggressive with this early on. If you open up with 3 zeros, that's great. If you open up with 2 zeros and a 1, or maybe a 0 and 2 1s, like as long as you can start off your attacks early, you'll blitz your opponent to death. And that's what you're going to want to do. So that's going to be the end of it for this video. As you can see, very short video because this deck is pretty just rookie rush level if you play Digimon and you're just trying to beat your opponent's face in. I will be recording another few videos, so hopefully you guys stick around to watch those at some point. Thank you for watching this video. Y'all have a great day.